My name's Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with IRS. Welcome to my YouTube videos. This is the home of the 5-minute or less video. I can tell you everything you need to know. I worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. This August, I will have been doing this for 50 years. Many of you have seen me on the national news broadcast and you've come to my YouTube station. I appreciate that very much. You can see my team, my news clips at 777irs.com. That's 3 sevens. Anyway, I do these videos for 3 reasons. So A, you don't get ripped off. 2, you learn the truth. And 3, I give you insider information that you need to know. As a former IRS agent, I work the Offer and Compromise program. Peter Salinger and myself on my team he worked 2,500 offers and compromise when he was with IRS. Not only did he work offers, he was an offer manager, and then he was a branch manager of all those people. So we know offers. So what I wanted today to talk to you about is making an offer and compromise that they can't refuse. You know, the offer and compromise is a lot more complicated than people think. People see all these ads, make IRS an offer, they're going to settle the case, and 95% of the ads that you see are all full of crap. People don't know what they're talking about. Even on YouTube, I started this station because I know what the hell they're doing. You're going to learn that there's a lot of crap and you don't know what to believe. If you listen to former IRS agents to be truthful, you're going to know what IRS expects from offers and compromise. So how do you make an offer and compromise that IRS can't refuse? It's very simple. You just have to know the system and what IRS is looking for. So really, in the next couple minutes, I just want to explain that to you. A, when you go ahead and fill out an offer, this sounds very simple. Make sure every block on the IRS offer form, both the 656 and the 433A OIC, is completely filled. If not, you know what? You're going to get it back. Second thing is, make sure all your tax returns are filed and your estimate payments are made and your withholding is up to date. If not, boom, they're going to send it back. Sorry about the buffer. Number 3, and most importantly, you have to know the system and the formula. IRS is going to do their due diligence on the offer. They just don't look at the financial statement and say, gee, this financial statement looks cool. No, IRS is going to do due diligence on your offer. On larger offers, they're going to go ahead and pull a credit report. They're going to search the accurate search engine that LexisNexis has. They're going to look into your offer to make sure what you're saying is correct. They're going to look at your tax returns for the last 6 years. They're going to go ahead and look at your wage and income to make sure there just wasn't a drop 1 year. So as a former agent, I would go ahead and explore all that. That's why it's really good to use former IRS agents or people who have worked a lot of offers that know what they're doing to process your offer. But here's what the perfect offer understands. They understand, A, that IRS is going to drill down on your assets, and they're going to go ahead and drill down on your income versus expenses. This is the key of offers and compromise. So when you're putting your assets down, make sure you put the lowest distraint value, but that they're accurate. So as a former agent, I'd make sure I see that asset list because IRS wants to know if you can sell anything to pay the offer off. Also, they're going to look at real estate. They're going to use Realtor.com and other, they're going to use Realtor.com. What the hell is the other one? I forgot the other one, but they do use another one to go ahead and come up with the value. They can sit literally on their computers and explore your offer and compromise really in not a long period of time. The other thing that IRS is going to do, they're going to drill down closely on your expenses and your income. I want you to know that this is the most important thing you need to know right now. IRS is going to look at your expenses through the lens of the national standards. If you're not familiar with the national standards, don't ever call IRS on any problem, because you are going to get waxed, you are going to get beaten up. What are the national standards? Well, the Department of Labor have come out and they've determined how much you can spend in 4 definitive categories. You can research these yourself. You simply, in your Google bar or whatever browser you use, just simply put IRS National Standard for Food and Clothing, IRS National Standard for Housing and Utilities, IRS National Standard for Vehicle Expense, IRS National Standards for Vehicle Operation. IRS is going to dictate to you how much you can spend in the area that you live in. The Department of Labor has come out with these standards, and IRS sticks to them. The United States Bankruptcy Court also goes ahead and uses these standards. So if you don't know what the IRS is using for your expenses, do not file an offer. Those who understand the national standard expense and can put that national expense down and qualify, you have the perfect offer. And IRS will accept your offer and compromise. But once again, you have to know 2 things for the perfect offer. Make sure your the assets that you put down and their values are correct, and make sure you meet the national standard, and you will make IRS an offer they can't refuse. They have to refuse it because now you've understood what it takes for them to go ahead and process your offer. And basically, that's all they're looking for, and make sure they're documented. If you need us, call us. My information's below. I hope I've given you good information. If you do, I'd really love a subscription. By the way, I just want you to know, anybody that wants a subscription on YouTube, they do that for a reason. The more subscriptions they get, YouTube, it moves them up kind of in their rankings. So I'd appreciate one. By the way, I'm happy. Oh, you can make a Calendly appointment with us if you need to. Welcome to give you a free consultation, let you know if your offer even has a chance to get accepted. Thank you for the subscription.